Hi there, welcome to a short, gentle, restorative practice that you can do at home with very minimal props. I just grabbed a pillow off of the couch and I have a couple of blocks, which I always like to use. And then if you have one, a yoga strap. If you don't have one of those, you can go grab a belt out of your closet and just take a seat and we'll begin. A reminder that when we practice at home, it doesn't all have to be perfect, and you can create some ambiance by lighting some tea candles. I like to use incense, whatever helps you to just kind of unwind and relax and get in the mood. And let's take a seat and sit up nice and tall. Bring your shoulders onto your back. And let your legs be however they're comfortable, cross-legged, whatever you need to do. But rest your hands in your lap. An important part of our yoga practice is our breathing, pranayama. So just notice how it feels to take a nice deep breath. In restorative yoga, we're balancing the nervous system. We tend to live in a very fast-paced, overstimulated, always something going on, very busy. And so just taking this short amount of time out of your day can help to calm the nervous system. It'll help you sleep better at night. And it'll just help you relieve some stress, whatever you've got going on. So turn your hands upward in your lap, close your eyes, sit up tall once again, and then as you take another deep breath, you start to relax your shoulders, let your lower body become heavy and grounded, and just begin by taking notice of where you are, what you have going on, observing any thoughts or distractions in the mind, observing what kind of energy or feelings that are present for the time being. Sitting with it all and allowing things to be as they are. Smooth out your breath, inhaling and exhaling, relaxing your jaw, soften the muscles along your forehead. And we'll just begin with a few rounds of Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing. So we'll take our right hand, bring your peace sign fingers to your third eye in between the eyebrows. Bow your chin, part your lips. Breathe a couple more breaths here. We always want to begin on our left nostril. So we're going to start to take our thumb and just gently place it against the right nostril, closing that side. Breathe in through your left side. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now take your ring finger, close your left nostril. Exhale through the right, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe back in through the right side, 1, 2, 3, 4. Balance at the top. Exhale through the left, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then inhale through your left side again. Breathe in slowly and smoothly. Pause at the top and switch nostrils. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Let's go 2 more cycles. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. One last round. Exhaling through the left to complete. Our left side is our feminine and passive calming energy of the nervous system. So we're going to tap into that. Let's move around just a slight amount. So come to your hands and knees. And just make a few movements of the spine. Press your hands down into the earth. Arch your back and lift your chest and take a nice deep breath here. Begin to tuck your tailbone. Press the ground away. Around your back, bringing your chin towards your heart. And then with your inhale, come forward again. Pause at the top of your inhale. Exhale, cat, breathing out completely. And then I like to take it into the side of the body, separating the knees a little farther apart. Circle the hips. Move around. Take this time to just check in with the body, giving it some loving care, some respect, some gentle compassion, and appreciation. And then once you've got moving a little bit, just come back to center. And then let's lie down. So sit, take your legs in front of you, bring your belt with you. And as you lie back, come onto the floor, bend your knees. Bring your feet flat. Settle your pelvis. Bring your arms to each side with your palms turned upward, so that your shoulders can release into the ground beneath you. And then come back to your breath. It's helpful to exhale out of the mouth anytime that you feel it's kind of a sigh, a release. And then wiggle your feet a little wider than the hips and begin to sway the knees from side to side. Bring your feet hips distance, and we'll take our belt, bend the right knee, bring it towards you, take the belt right to the ball of the foot, pressing your heel upward, giving a little tug on the belt. Coming back to our breath, breathing in until you're full. Pause at the top of your inhale and then breathe out of the nose until it feels like the lungs are empty. And just notice how the back of this right leg feels. Notice your toes, the sole of your foot, your calf muscle. Soften the back of your knee. Notice your hamstrings. I can even feel this up into my glutes. So just take note of any sensation, the intensity, without bringing the idea of good or bad, just noticing without judgment. And then start to turn your foot out toward the right and bend your knee. Cross your right leg in front of the left. You can set the belt down for now. And just try to make a figure 4 shape out of your lower body, taking that right thigh forward if it'll go a little bit farther. And then depending on how this feels, you might just leave your left foot on the ground, Some of us might lift up our left leg depending on how this feels today. You could bring your legs towards you. We never want to push or strain or force anything in yoga in general, but especially restorative yoga. Again, just honoring the body and allowing it to be where it is today. Let's get one more good breath here. Lowering your feet to the ground. Take a moment to stretch your legs one at a time. You might notice that the one side of the body feels a little different than the other. Windshield wiper your feet back and forth. Reach the arms overhead, breathing in to lengthen the body. Bend your knees, bring them towards you. Give yourself a hug. And then plant your feet on the ground again, taking your belt to bring your left knee toward you. Bringing the center of the belt along the left ball of the foot. Stretch your leg towards the ceiling. Give just the slightest tug. So your foot's pressing up, your belt is pulling down. And if you feel anything at your knee, bend the knee a little bit. Notice how this side feels as you bring attention back to your breath. And then we just want to turn the leg out, bend your knee, bring your left leg on top of the right. You'll notice a little bit of asymmetry where one side often feels tighter or different than the other. And then either keep your foot down or lift up your right leg, bring it towards you. You can clasp your hands behind the leg or use your belt, or just let the legs hang out. There's no right or wrong per se. Just listen to your body and do what feels intuitive. One more good breath here. Plant your feet, and then we'll stretch the legs out again. Move them back and forth a few times. And then just let your legs kind of flop and relax. And then let's change position again. Bend your knees. Roll over to one side. Just so that you're practicing slowing down and don't feel the need to rush. Sometimes we have to really practice that and give ourselves permission to slow down sometimes. So if you have a pillow or a blanket, bring that with you. If you don't have those things, that's perfectly fine. We're gonna lie prone, face down. I'm just gonna take my little couch pillow and bring it underneath my pelvis. And then you can come to your forearms and see how that feels. Kind of wiggle your hips from side to side. This feels kind of nice for me. You can stay up on your forearms, but try bringing your head down all the way to the floor. You can use your hands like a pillow underneath your forehead, which is what I'm going to do so I don't close off my microphone. You might bring your head all the way to the floor, and then your arms could either go back by your side, out to the side, straight ahead of you, whatever feels best, but the goal is to convince the neck and the shoulders to become a little more heavy and relaxed. And I like to open my mouth while I'm here. The jaw tends to hold some tension, which carries down the neck and shoulders. So if you can relax your jaw, you could even take your tongue and just rest it softly against the roof of your mouth. We're just going to be here for about a minute, unless you'd like to stay here longer. And just notice your breathing, allowing your breath to be natural, very soft and easy. You can feel your belly moving with your respiration. Notice any tension that is beginning to seep back into the shoulders, and just as you become aware of it, choose to let it go over and over again. And at some point, you can bend your knees. I like to move my feet and ankles, giving them a little bit of synovial fluid to the joints. And gently sway the knees and legs back and forth, massaging the hips and the lower belly and the lower back. Now this is your practice, so only move when you feel inclined to do so. When you're ready to come off of your tummy, just stretch your arms out for a moment and take your legs back behind you, lengthening, giving yourself a breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then bending the elbows, placing your palms right by your side. Press the ground away as you come up. And then we'll come into child's pose. I'm going to take a block. I like a little head rest. So I'm going to take it and bring it right to my third eye. Gives you just a little bit more space to work with. Separate the knees so that your torso can come down and rest. And then you'll notice if you take your arms and stretch them forward, you feel a little bit of energy down the back side, your ribs, your spine. And kind of reach out of your lower back, but just make sure that the back of your neck is long and relaxed. And the thing about using a block is you could also try this variation where you take your arms back behind you and just allow your shoulders to drop down, become heavy and restful. Balasana, child's pose, is a great place to just practice quieting our thoughts in the mind and tuning into our heart. And just bringing attention inside to our intuitive inner wisdom. Letting any thoughts or noise fade into the background of our awareness. And just notice your breath. Lots of different arm variations that you can work with here. When you're ready to come back up, just lift your head slowly, breathe, and have a seat. Just sit down, stretch your legs out in front of you. A little trick I like to do to relax the legs is take your claws and just take your fingertips right around the kneecap and use your hands to shift your legs back and forth so that you're not actually moving your legs, but your legs are moving via the hands. And then just turn your feet outward and then bring them together. So your knees and hips are turned out, your feet come and press against one another. And grab on to whatever you can reach easily, lift your heart, melt your shoulders back. Breathe here. And then maybe lean forward a little bit. And if you can take your thumbs and just press them right into the pressure point, right below the ball of your foot. Just dig in there a little bit. Or you could even give yourself a nice little foot massage. So when we touch our feet, that's another just easy little trick that we can do to stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system. And that feels good. Let's take a few more breaths here. And rising back upward. And bring your legs together and shift them out in front of you and wiggle them around a few more times. Before we go any further, just take a moment to check in and notice how you're feeling. If you're feeling restless or anxious, then you need to keep practicing. Slowing down. Maybe you're starting to feel a little bit more at ease and relaxed, which is the goal. But let's turn back so that we can lie down. And if you have a block, if you don't, you could use your pillow. But let's take all of the props that we have. So if you've got your belt, bring that with you as well. And just lie down, bending the knees, feet on the floor. If we just laid here in this position, this would be absolutely beneficial to your health, to your spine, to your nervous system. But I know you can do that on your own time. Let's take our belt and bring both of the feet to the center of the belt. If you don't have a belt, what you can do is put your legs up the wall. If you do have a belt and it's long enough where you can wrap your hands into it, then that'll just give your arms an opportunity to let go and rest. This is really great for circulation. It's good for our feet and our legs. It's calming. And for some of us, it can give a nice little stretch up the backs of the legs if you're on your feet a lot, or even if you're sitting or driving. So let's Just notice the inhale as you breathe in. See if you can let go a little bit as you breathe out. Feel your feet and the backs of your legs. And then let's start to come to the hips by just bringing your feet together. Pull them down towards your body. And then when we come to happy baby, it's good to start by grabbing the backs of the knees and just opening through the hips and the groin area. Some of us can reach our ankles or the feet, depending on what day it is. Or you can loop up your big toes with your peace sign fingers, and then just like a little happy baby would, kind of rocking from side to side or making some bicycle pedals. Again, just kind of like you're massaging your joints. Just bringing a little attitude of playfulness and curiosity into this pose. And then bring your feet and legs together. Set your feet on the ground. Now, if you have a block, you may want to use that. And I tell you what, today I'm going to use my couch pillow because, boy, these are nice, comfy little suckers here. So supported bridge, you're anchoring down through your shoulders. You want to make sure the back of your neck is long. I took out my hair clip because that tends to get in the way of all the fun things. But you're going to ground into your feet, lift your booty off the ground, and slide either a block or a pillow. You could use a blanket. Just bringing it underneath your sacrum, so that little triangle at the back of your pelvis, right at the very center. So it's below your belt line. It's not touching your lower back. Your lumbar curve should be untouched. And then once that feels in a good spot, your feet are heavy and grounded. And then you can rest your hands on your lower belly. Rest your eyes. Drink in your breath. This will be our last pose before Shavasana. Just noticing the rise and fall of your breath. Notice any place in the body that's beginning to grip or tense up again. And the key to that is training our mind to be here in this moment. Training our mind to focus, bringing that gentle awareness into the body, noticing your feet touching the ground. Notice your lower back and pelvis. Broaden your chest. Open your throat. Breathe in and breathe out. When our mind is busy or distracted, we're not in the present moment. Our mind is elsewhere, and the body responds. It becomes anxious. It becomes tense. We're not paying attention. So we slacken our posture. We grip our hands. We clench our jaw. We round our shoulders. So for the remainder of this practice, Just keep coming back. As you breathe in, know that you're breathing in. Feel the sensation of the inhalation. And as you breathe out, just feel a sense of letting go, releasing, rest and relax. And if you've still got something underneath, lift your bum, move it out from under, very slowly return to the ground, one vertebra at a time. Feel the earth underneath you. And then take a few minutes here for final resting pose. I'm going to take my couch pillow and just bring it underneath my legs. You can take your hands and rub them together. Just find a comfortable shape, whether it's just flat on your back, whatever you need to do to find some rest and stillness. And then you can place your hands over the eyes. Encourage the muscles in your face to soften. Breathe in and let go of your grip. And with each exhalation, allow your body to settle and sink a little deeper, just hugging the earth beneath you. Allow your thoughts to float by like clouds in the sky. Just let them go. See them, acknowledge them, and release them. Coming back to your breath. Coming back into the body. And give your body permission to rest and be still. Stay here as long as you can. Not so long that you fall asleep, but just long enough to appreciate this time to yourself, allowing your practice to digest, letting all of the benefits settle in. May the practice be of benefit. Thank you for practicing with me. Until next time.